We're Joe and Esther. Every journey starts the same way. Grab coffee and go. From quiet beaches to hidden parks and places most people pass by, this is Wheels of Passion. Come ride with us. When people think of Italy, images of ancient Roman ruins, winding canals in Venice, and the rolling hills of Tuscany often come to mind. But there's one landmark that almost everyone recognizes instantly: the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's one of the world's most photographed buildings, and for centuries, visitors have traveled from around the globe to see its incredible tilt for themselves. On this episode of Wheels of Passion, we're exploring one of Italy's most iconic destinations as we visit the Leaning Tower of Pisa and the beautiful Piazza dei Miracoli. Our journey brings us to the historic city of Pisa, located in Italy's Tuscany region. While many travelers only stop here for a few hours, Pisa has a rich history that stretches back more than 2,000 years. Once an important maritime republic, the city became wealthy through trade and commerce, allowing it to construct some of the most impressive religious architecture in medieval Europe.
Hi! Welcome to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Say it like you're angry. Pisa.
The city's greatest treasure is the Piazza dei Miracoli, also known as the Square of Miracles. As you enter the grounds, you're greeted by an incredible collection of white marble buildings set against wide green lawns. The open space creates a peaceful atmosphere, allowing each structure to stand out on its own while forming one of Italy's most beautiful architectural ensembles. Although the Leaning Tower is unquestionably the star attraction, it's actually the cathedral's bell tower. Construction began in 1173, but almost immediately, builders encountered an unexpected problem. The soft ground beneath the foundation wasn't strong enough to support the enormous weight of the tower. As construction continued, the structure slowly began to lean. Instead of tearing it down, engineers adjusted the upper levels to compensate for the growing tilt. Construction was interrupted several times by wars and political conflicts, which unintentionally gave the ground time to settle. Those long pauses may have prevented the tower from collapsing altogether. After nearly 2 centuries of construction, the tower was finally completed, standing approximately 186 feet, or 57 meters, tall. Its distinctive lean has fascinated visitors ever since. For many years there were concerns that the tower might eventually fall. During the late 20th century, engineers launched one of the most ambitious stabilization projects ever attempted. Tons of soil were carefully removed beneath the higher side of the foundation, allowing the tower to settle back slightly while preserving its famous appearance. Today, the Leaning Tower continues to lean. But thanks to years of engineering work, experts believe it will remain standing for generations to come. No matter how many pictures you've seen online, nothing quite prepares you for seeing it in person. The lean is immediately noticeable, yet somehow the tower still appears graceful and perfectly balanced. The bright white marble catches the sunlight beautifully, highlighting every column, arch, and intricate detail carved into its exterior. As we walked around the tower, it became easy to appreciate the craftsmanship that has survived for more than 800 years. Every level features elegant Romanesque arches, giving the structure a sense of lightness despite its massive size. One of the most entertaining parts of visiting Pisa has nothing to do with history. It's watching visitors attempt the famous perspective photos. Everywhere you look, people are carefully positioning themselves to create the illusion of pushing the tower over, holding it upright, balancing it on a fingertip, or even hugging it from across the lawn. Some poses are surprisingly creative, while others produce plenty of laughter as families and friends try over and over again to line everything up just right. Beyond the Leaning Tower, the Piazza dei Miracoli offers much more to explore. Standing beside the tower is the magnificent Pisa Cathedral, an outstanding example of Romanesque architecture. Its detailed facade, impressive bronze doors, and beautifully decorated interior make it worth visiting in its own right. Nearby stands the Baptistery of St. John, the largest baptistery in Italy. Its unique blend of Romanesque and Gothic architecture makes it one of the square's most impressive buildings. Together, these remarkable landmarks remind visitors that the Leaning Tower is just one piece of a much larger story. One thing we especially enjoyed was simply slowing down and taking in the atmosphere. The beautifully maintained lawns, the sound of church bells in the distance, and visitors from all over the world sharing the same sense of excitement created an experience that felt both lively and surprisingly relaxing. It's easy to understand why millions of people visit every year. While some travelers think Pisa is just a quick photo stop, spending even a little extra time here allows you to appreciate the remarkable history, architecture, and engineering that make this place so special. Whether you're fascinated by medieval construction, love photography, or simply enjoy visiting some of the world's most recognizable landmarks, the Leaning Tower of Pisa deserves its place on every Italy itinerary. As our visit came to an end, we found ourselves taking one last look back across the Square of Miracles. Even after seeing countless photos throughout our lives, standing here in person was something entirely different. It's one of those places that truly lives up to its reputation, Sometimes the world's most famous landmarks exceed expectations, and the Leaning Tower of Pisa is certainly one of them. If you enjoyed exploring Pisa with us, we'd love to have you join us on more adventures across Italy and around the world. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to Wheels of Passion, and come along on our next journey. Until next time, grab a coffee and go.